not that I tried to be normal or wanted to be
Right.
normal or could really pull off being normal, but I think it brought me like a certain like amount of like watching carefully and noticing how people talk and how they act. And I do really enjoy that. And one of the things I love about being a writer that I think is different from being an actor, and I feel like actors, like you kind of like have a feeling about an actor based on a person's face right away.
Yeah.
Whereas with a writer, like no one ever sees me, and I can like I've gotten to write for all sorts of different types of people and disappear into them and like what it might be like to be, you know, Jason Lee's character, this like redneck guy, and like write for him, or I've gotten to write for like Jack Donaghy on 30 Rock, who's basically like a extremely wealthy executive who lives in New York and has a different point of view, and like to come to all those different voices, I think is really fun, and I think feeling like I was observing my whole life and being who I was in Athens probably was helpful in doing that.
Yeah, and I appreciate that. And I appreciate that you realize like sometimes not fitting in helps you fit in,
Yeah.
and it's a unique thing. Um, comedy and comedy writing to me, and I'm not a comedy writer, and I'm not very funny, but I think it takes an incredible amount of creativity. And I'm sure when you work on a show, you work with others.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking about that earlier. Are there any teachers or mentors you had that helped you think creatively as a student,
Um,
or work collaboratively?
you know, it is very interesting. Television writing is unique even amongst like screenwriting, because like movie writers work by themselves basically all the time, but in what my job is, I'm almost never on my own. Like I'm with a group of like 10 other people. We're coming up with ideas all together. We basically come up with all of our stories together, and we'll then pitch them to our whoever created the show, and the showrunner, she or he, will say like, I like this idea, I don't like this idea. Then we'll go back and then sort of refine it, and we'll spend about a week as a group coming up with the story.